Several bits of testimony from a police use of force expert could carry weight for the jury. As Sam mentioned, the law professor testified that a reasonable officer in a similar situation would not have fired his weapon, an opinion that jurors will have to consider during deliberations.
I'm surprised to some degree that even though as an expert witness, somewhat that he would be allowed to actually make that determination, being that that's what the jury is ultimately seated for.
We continued our review of the case today with our own legal and law enforcement expert, Cooley Law School professor emeritus and former detective with Michigan State Police, Lou Langham. He says while statements like that from the professor on the stand do carry weight, who knows what the jury will decide to do with them. Again, this case will center around what could have happened if Leoya had gained control over Schurr's taser, what Leoya's intent may have been, and whether Schurr acted within reason. The defense will try to paint that picture, but the prosecution's expert testimony today gave background on that narrative.
The expert said at no point in history has a suspect used an officer's taser to disarm the officer and use his gun against him. Does that discredit that whole narrative?
It shouldn't. The idea that understand we have a situation here where there were 29 to 30 separate commands approximately for Patrick Leoya to obey legal police commands.
And of course, we will continue to cover this trial daily, recapping testimony from inside the courtroom and expert analysis.